Hello students, once again welcome you in the next session of human reproduction. Today we are going to learn the female reproductive system. In the female reproductive system, first of all, just find their position where it is present. So it is present in the pelvic area, right beta? It is present in the pelvic area of the female body. Secondly, what are the different parts of the female reproductive system are? So there will be a pair of the ovary, clear? Then that's ovary is connected with that is the fallopian tube, or say the oviduct, clear, on the both side. Then the uterus is there, then cervix is there, then vagina, then external genitalia, and the pair of the mammary gland will be present in the female reproductive system. Clear students? So what do you mean by here the oviduct? Oviduct mean here that is a tube. So this is a tube of the name as the oviduct, or say the fallopian tube. So in that tube, that is the uterus, vagina constitute the female accessory duct. Each fallopian tube nearby the 10 to the 12 long, extended from the periphery to each ovary to the uterus. Okay, oviduct is a funnel shaped structure named as the infundibulum, which name is the infundibulum. Okay, and it is attached with the outgrowth named as the fimbriae. It is attached with the fimbriae, or it can be helped to attach the female ovary. Over that one there is a part named as the ampulla. What is its name? Ampulla. And that ampulla is joined with the isthmus. So beta, after that one we are going in detail. So that is made a one junction named as the isthmus ampulla junction, where the reproduction take place, where the fertilization take place especially. Okay, in the NEET exam several time examiner will ask that type of question, where the fertilization occur, where the fusion of the male or the female gametes will take place. So that is the position that name as the isthmus ampulla junction. Clear student? Very good. So that is the ampulla. Infundibulum lead to the wider part is named as the ampulla, and the last part is named as the isthmus, which joined with the uterus part. Clear students? After that one is the uterus. So that is the uterus part. That is the pear shaped structure. That is a pear shaped structure, like that one. That is a pear like structure. So that's also named as the womb. Secondly, it is a pear shaped structure. It is attached with the pelvic wall by the ligaments. Ligaments is not visible in the structure. Okay, but there is an outer layer. That is a pelvic area, or it is attached with the, that's name as the ligaments. Okay, below that one there is a cervix is there, that is narrow. Okay, which can be opened into the vagina. The lumen of the cervix is named as the that's name as the cervical canal. So that is a cervical, the cervical is a canal. It lead into the vagina. It lead into the vagina. Clear? So the wall of the uterus has the 3 layers. How many layers are there? 3 layers. The outer layer is named as the perimetrium. Outer layer is the perimetrium. The middle layer is the myometrium, and inner one is the endometrium. Endometrium always focus with that. That is the coiling like structure, endometrium. That is the layer. That layer will be the set during the menstruation period. Okay, clear beta? So endometrium will be undergoing the cyclic change during the menstrual cycle. Okay, while the myometrium, myo mean the muscles, the muscle will be present here, help in the strong contraction during the delivery of the baby. Clear students? Okay, come on the external genitalia. External genitalia which can help in, bus simply help, or just the part of the reproductive system. Okay, So what are these? So just come on the, that is the external structure of the female body. Okay, the major part is named as the pons pubis. Here it cover the hairs. Here it cover the hairs, that's named as the pons pubis. It cover the fatty tissue also. Okay, and the pubic hairs. Second part is named as the labia majora. Which one is the labia majora? Below that one. Okay, that is the area. Okay, that is a fold like structure, that is a name as the labia majora. That's name as the labia majora. It contains the fleshy fold of tissue. Okay, extended from the mons pubis and towards the minora. Okay, okay, or it cover the vagina opening. Like after that one name as the labia minora. Okay, it is next layer is named as the labia minora. Clear? So labia minora, that is the inner fold. That is the inner fold of skin who cover the vagina from inner side. Clear beta? That is the inner side covering layer. After that one in the hymen. Hymen show the virginity in the female. That is the opening of the vagina is often covered partially by the membrane named as the hymen. It should be break. It should be break during the heavy exercise, during the cycling, do heavy work, right? So this is not the symptom for the virginity in the female. Clear beta? Next name is the clitoris. Next name is the clitoris. Okay, the clitoris is the next structure. So that's name as the next one. Clear beta? Simple. That is the clitoris is a simple skin like, the sensitive part is there. Clitoris is a sensitive part. It is a tiny finger like structure lie at the upper junction of the two labia minora above the urethra opening. Clear beta? Everybody clear? Okay, come on the next point. That is the mammary gland. Okay, that is the mammary gland. So this is the mammary gland. Clear? So here we going to detail in the structure. Mammary gland consists of the glandular tissue and the fat. Which tissue is there? Glandular tissue. The all covering are the glandular tissue and the fatty tissue are there. Clear? These are the fatty tissue. So these tissue and breast divided into the, it contain there are 50 to the 20 the mammary lobes. Clear? It contain mammary lobes, or each lobe contain the alveoli. Okay, mammary lobes contain the alveoli. Okay, and alveoli secrete the milk which can be stored in the lumen of the lumen part. Okay, and alveoli after that opening into the mammary tubules. Tubules can open into a duct like structure. Okay, and they are joined together to form a ampulla, and all the ampulla can be connected with the help of the one duct like structure named as the lactiferous duct, through which the milk can be sucked out. Clear beta? So just find the structure here. First, it can be consist of the two type of tissue, one named as the glandular, another named as the fats. Okay, so that should be contain the number of mammary lobes. Okay, these are the lobe like structures, and these lobes contain the alveoli, or the here is the alveolus. Okay, alveolus can be store the milk. Okay, these can be stored into the milk and pour into the duct like structure that's named as the mammary duct, which can be to form the ampulla. These are the structure named as the ampulla. Clear? These are the ampulla, and ampulla after that pass into the lactiferous duct, which pass through the nipple. Clear, student? After that one is the major part is there, the gametogenesis. In the male, spermatogenesis will be there, and in the female, oogenesis will be there. So the formation of the female gametes, that name as the ovum, is named as the oogenesis. Clear, student? The formation of ovum is named as the oogenesis. So just take care during the study. That is a very important step for the examination point of view. Okay, the oogenesis start in the embryonic stage first of all, nearby the 25th week of the fetal age. Clear? In the 25th week of the fetal age. So the germinal epithelium of the ovary divide mitotically to produce the millions of gamete mother cell, which were gametes mother cell, or say the oogonia. There will be the no possibility of the formation of the oogonia after the birth of the baby. Clear? It can be formed in the embryonic stage only. Clear beta? Okay. Then the oogonia enter into the meiosis up to the dikinesis stage of the prophase 1 and suspended later stage named as the primary oocyst. Later I show you the diagram. Or that structure will be covered with the help of the granulose cell, right? And its name as the follicle. Its name as the follicle. Clear? At puberty, nearby the 60 to the 80,000 primary oocysts are left in each ovary. How much is there? 60 to 80,000. Then after puberty, the primary follicle is surrounded by the one more layer named as the nutheca to form the secondary follicle. Which layer is the secondary follicle? Clear, student? Then secondary form the tertiary. The major difference is between the secondary and tertiary, that is a internal cavity contain the one fluid like substance whose name as the antrum. So that is the outer covering name as the theca interna and the theca externa. So theca layer organized inside name as the interna and outside is the externa. Clear? Okay. Whenever the growth of the primary follicle into the tertiary follicle during the puberty, primary oocyst restart in the first meiotic division and complete it within the tertiary follicle, resulting into the two unequal haploid cell. Okay, so out of the two haploid cell, first name as the larger one is the secondary oocyst and the first polar body. First polar body is degenerate, right? So rest will be the secondary oocyst. Then secondary oocysts retain their bulk of the nutrients rich in the cytoplasm of the primary oocyst. So tertiary follicle having the secondary oocyst further change into the Graafian follicle. Okay, and that is the secondary oocyst surrounded by the membrane named as the zono pellucida. Which layer is there? Zono pellucida. Okay, so then I will show you the diagram. Okay beta, that is the section of the ovary. So there will be the two major part, one name as the cortex, another name as the medulla. Which part is there? One name as the cortex, another name as the medulla. Clear? So there is the primary follicle is there, that is the primary follicle. Primary follicle modified into the secondary follicle. Secondary follicle change into the tertiary follicle, or that is the atrium part. Whenever it can lose their walls, so it form the Graafian follicle. Graafian follicle after releasing the ovum to form the corpus luteum. After that they form the corpus luteum. Corpus luteum can be secrete the hormone after that one. Okay, clear, student? Clear? Okay. Then secondary oocysts undergo the meiotic division to form the major part is the secondary polar body. At this stage, Graafian follicle release the secondary oocyst process named as the ovulation. Clear beta? And form the haploid ovum and the secondary polar body. So this is the diagram. In the fetal life, so there is the formation of the primary oocysts. These are the primary oocysts undergo the mitosis. That is the one divided into two. Clear? Whenever it complete or attain the puberty age, so it's divided into the secondary oocyst and the first polar body. First polar body degenerate, then the secondary oocyst change into the ovum and form the secondary polar body. So these both the polar body going to degenerate. Clear beta? Everybody clear? So let's be going to break. Okay.